So, siren sounds, we're about to get underway here at Heidelberg. Heidelberg and Greensborough on the Northern Football Netball League's match of the day, and it was McFawn who won it down for Greensborough. They're going to come away with the clearance. Ball's in dispute here. Bobbling around in the centre. No one able to get a clean kick away at the moment. Heidelberg are going to take it away here through Bunker, I think it was, getting a kick inside 50.
First centre clearance.
And the leapers go up, and it is Zane Barzan who takes a strong contested mark. He'll have a shot from about probably 40 metres out, but no angle to speak of here, and this would be the perfect start for Heidelberg.
This is what I'm talking about with the centre clearances there as well, Jeremy. You can't let them get it out without pressure. The ball's spilt to the ground, and just straight away they're there to sweep it up.
Yep, they sweep that up pretty quickly, and the forwards taking the front spot as they often should. So Zane Barzan can make it the perfect start for his team on a special day for the club. And he's pretty happy with that, puts it through. And Heidelberg are off to the races here on the NFNL's match of the day. They lead one straight goal to Greensborough yet to score.
I think there's a quick reality check there for Greensborough. I'm sure the coaching panel will be sitting there now saying, okay, we can't let them just win the centre clearances because the game could be over realistically by half-time if they allow that. They did win the tap via McFawn, Greensborough, but they need to be the next person. So Ben Ham and Andronico, they need to be picking that ball up very quickly. Maybe the wingers need to run in a little.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, ball's back in the middle here. McFawn jumped over the top of Keys, got the hand to it first. Loose ball spills to the ground and the players pile in, so the umpire says, give it to me.
That's the tackle pressure Greensborough will need. As soon as they've got it, Harry Andronico did a great job there, grabbed him straight away.
Keys got the hit out unopposed there. McFawn got his handball away. Heidelberg will try and sweep this away through Zach Eastwood. Driving ball inside 50. No one up for Greensborough. It looks like, or Dwyer it was who picked it up for Heidelberg. His handball back to a teammate. It was a bit of a loose one. I think that Heidelberg will be able to come away with this. And it was Signorello who tidies up for Heidelberg, and they can work it away through hands and now foot, but that kick was cut off, and it's going to be coming back. That was Compt who took the intercept mark. His kick inside 50. Found Glenn, should have probably taken that. Wasn't able to get the mark reeled in. And the umpire's pinged out a free kick here. I think it's going Greensborough's way. It'll go the way of Daniel Chenko, whose kick to the top of the square, nearly had hands to it. And the snap around the corner is good. Couldn't quite see who that was down there in the orange boots. Hopefully we'll turn around for us. But that's a great start for Greensborough. Nice pressure there, holding the ball, free kick at the top of the 50.
Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson, we should have known from the orange boots from last week, fresh off a 3-goal performance against Hurstbridge. Snapped a pretty smart goal from the top of the goal square, but that's the pressure that you're talking about, Daz. Some good pressure there from Greensborough.
That centre contest there changes the pressure straight away, and then all of a sudden it's a reset. And every time there's a reset, I reckon that's a win for you against Heidelberg. They are going to win more of that ball, stop the run. Very small ruckman in there today, Jeremy.
Yeah, both clubs actually rolling with makeshift rucks. Tom Keys is in the ruck for Heidelberg, and McFawn's in the ruck for Greensborough. McFawn won the hit out. That was beautiful tap work down to Hasler, who got the kick inside 50. It was a shallow entry, though. Heidelberg will come up with this through hands. Possar at half-back. His handball over the top is good. Although, more good pressure from Greensborough. Hasler cleans it up, and Andronako decides not to take the advantage.
That's 50. Should be 50.
Play on, kick inside the forward 50 for Greensborough was punched away. Loose ball in dispute on the far side near the cricket nets. And the play comes to a standstill. The umpire says, give it to me. I will sort this out.
I'm interested to watch the front and centre here, Jeremy. This is what Heidelberg also do really well, the running man across the front.
So neither ruck really won the contest there. And
tied up straight
away. So we'll have another stoppage here. Greensborough doing a little bit of attacking here, which is good after giving up that early goal to Heidelberg. They've controlled territory so far as the ball rolls out of play. We'll have a boundary throw in this time rather than a ball up.
I like this pressure, Jeremy, a lot. They're playing tight. They're playing man-on-man. Good old-style footy. But this is what you've got to play against these guys, because if you leave it to skill alone, they'll burn you.
Yep, absolutely. As the ball spun back into play here, Keys had the front spot. Looks like Heidelberg will work this away with Wilson. Just backtracking a little bit and retreats to the right back pocket. And Heidelberg will have the footy here and try and find a way through pretty stacked Greensborough forward 50, it must be said. So the kick goes up to the far side wing. The Flyers go up.
Jackson
And
Davies.
out on the side, out on the far side is Jackson Davies, I think that was, who took a good intercept mark. So Greensborough getting some repeat entries here, which is a good start.
That's not where they'll want to go through the centre at all.
That was a horrendous kick from Davies. It somehow found the breadbasket there of a teammate, and that kick was a bit of a shank as well. And O'Dwyer takes the intercept mark for Heidelberg.
Their preference will be to go through the centre here. That's what they'll do. They'll look for this unmarked man, as they've just done at centre half forward, pushing the ball really wide to the defensive 50. Now they've got time to cross back in.
Well, Heidelberg just looking for the short options here. Couldn't really work it out. Looks like they're going to work it by hands now. Tardio's got it on the broadcast wing. Short kick back inside from Nadeline. Finds Possar, who is a prolific ball user and distributor. And Wilson gathers the loose footy for Heidelberg as they switch the play out to the other side. This is looking dangerous. They've found an overlap here. Decides to have a long shot. Couldn't see who that was out on the far side. It wasn't his best effort, though. And that was Dimatina, who was having the long-range shot. And perhaps would like that back and might have perhaps lowered the eyes if he had his time over again.
They're scary when they go, aren't they, Jeremy? Heidelberg got that ball. They went from the centre of the wing to the goal in about 7 seconds. Yep. Wilson's had 3 very early touches.
Yeah, Wilson's been very prominent after a pretty good game against Banyule last week. As Davies is going to bring this in, he goes short. Oh, that was a heavy collision, and the umpire says, yep, come with me. That was late. I think that was Jordan Smith, who was the offending Heidelberg player, and Compt, who had to go, copped a bit of treatment for his trouble, but he's going to make his way up to centre wing on the far side. And his left footer out wide was looking for Commodore, I think that was, out on the far side. Ball in dispute now. The kick wasn't a good one. And Heidelberg can clean this up. Wilson again. His handball over the top to...
Oh, cheeky.
Oh, that was a cheeky-looking ball. Andrejko cut it off. He was awake to the danger. Goes back and finds Davies at centre-half, back for Greensborough.
Davies' 4th touch. This will be his 5th kick.
He was prolific last week as well, watching the vision. His kick out wide finds Compt. This is a better kick from the youngster with his left foot. Goes inside 50. Greensborough looking for an option here.
Oh, great intercept there by Heidelberg.
Good intercept there from Heidelberg in the right back pocket. So Greensborough certainly having some chances here. O'Dwyer, well, thought it was a mark, decided to play on.
Oh, they're going back.
Heidelberg just fluffing around with it in their back 50.
Good pressure, Greensborough.
A great tackle from Greensborough.
Yeah, Brody
Glenn. He's going to lead to a free kick. Brody Glenn wins the free kick, and there's a bit of push and shove here as well. There's a bit of feeling in this one. 2 traditional rivals who absolutely do not like each other. We saw a little bit of back and forth in the reserves game before this, where both teams were having a bit of a chirp at one another. But Brody Glenn, some great forward pressure there, comes up with a holding the ball tackle, and he'll have a shot for Greensborough's second goal from about 35 metres out directly in front.
I don't want to put the moz on this guy, but he is a fantastic kick for goal. His ball drop is elite for me. He doesn't mind the attention either, Jeremy, if it comes his way.
Well, if you've got the fluoro boots on, you best get a kick, Daz. That would be my advice, and he's going to get one here. So Brody Glenn on the runway for Greensborough. His right foot.
Good enough.
Daz put it on him, and he's made no mistake. This is a good start from the visitors.
Yep.
They're 2 straight 12. Heidelberg just the 1 goal, trailing by 6 points.
That's what they'll want to do here, Jeremy, is they'll want to keep the pressure on early, because if you let Heidelberg get away, they will punish you, and their confidence grows with absolutely no concern at all. So this is different, and generally Sammy Gilmore would be dominating the ruck at this point, so a considerable out there. Just a real quick around the grounds. Montmorency 20-2 against West Preston. Bundoora up 21-6 to Eltham, and we're at this game here, and there's no other score updates there at this stage.
Yeah, that omission of Sam Gilmore with personal reasons obviously has probably caused a bit of a reshuffle for Heidelberg. They weren't anticipating. McFawn gets another hit out. I think he's won just about every hit out so far. As Keys has after it in the guts, and ball in dispute here. I'm not sure anyone's going to be able to get that out. The umpire says, "Give it to me." We'll have a ball up pretty much exactly where it was, right in the middle of the ground here at Heidelberg. McFawn took back spot that time. Still won the hit out. Andronarko's handball was cut off. And
let it go.
Again, the loose balls. Oh, there's a bit of afters here.
It'll be 50.
That was a hole in the ball free kick, I think it was.
It's off the ball. Yeah, sorry.
And there's a bit going on here. I think it was Davies who comes up with the free kick for holding the ball. He's just going to switch the play here.
Tom Brindley.
Go out wide. And I think that's Commodore out there.
Ryan Commander.
Commander, yeah. Pardon my
No, it's all good.
my pronunciations there.
I'll take a Commodore.
So his kick up the line, ball in dispute here, couldn't find a target unopposed, and the pack form's on top of that one, so we'll have a ball up on centre wing on the far side of the ground.
Pressure has been sensational so far by both sides. Greensborough is not that intimidated, it seems. They're willing to have a go, roll the dice.
It's been a hot footy here as Keys just grabbed that one out of the ruck. His handball back was a good one. See if Heidelberg can tidy this up. I think it was Possar over there who
Was indeed.
just drew the tackle and goes out of play. Actually, I think the umpire might have picked out a high tackle on that one, so Possar's going to end up with the footy here and finds Bunker at half back. He's kicking to the middle of the ground.
This is what you
He's
can't
a good
do.
one.
You cannot let them get uncontested marks on the half-back flank. He crosses wide to the wing.
That was Nathan Honey in the middle of the ground who just took the little switch.
Well,
That was barely the 15 metres, but the umpire paid it anyway as Heidelberg looked to go up to right half forward. The leapers go up, no mark there taken. And Braden Sy was the one that was barrelling through there trying to get possession. And again, there's a bit of afters going on. McCubbin and Sy just saying, how do you do to each other?
A good experienced umpire in Heath Ryan there, ex-AFL, just controlling the game and not putting up with any rubbish at all. So it's fantastic as we get some water from the great Heidelberg legend Nick Papagiannis.
Greensborough are going to end up with this through Dimartino. Ball's inside 50 here. The handball was a bit of a loose one. They've still got possession here, Heidelberg. Kick goes towards the top of the goal square, and it's going to be cut off by Greensborough on the last line of defence. They're going to switch this one to the right back pocket where Andronako takes the mark for Greensborough. Doesn't have anything further down the line to the wing, so goes short to the boundary line and finds Compt. His short kick is another good one and finds McFawn taking a good mark in front of Tom Keys, who gives it back to Compt. Another kick up the line here. A big fly up the top from Martin, I think that was, who regathered the loose ball. Ball in dispute here. Heidelberg going to win this back. This is Dimartino now on centre wing. His kick to a short one in bunker was no good, but they're going to work it out. Dimartino gives the handball off to Wilson, and he's got a bit of time to work out what he's going to do here. Possar ends up with it in the middle of the ground for Heidelberg, and the switch is on, like you said, Daz. They are looking to switch at every opportunity here, Heidelberg.
They just all about contested possession. About holding on to uncontested possession.
So far, so good. So they're just looking to get probably a little bit of breathing space here as Martin just goes short up the line, and his kick was a good one.
Good bomb into the forward 50 here. Great inside 50 for Heidelberg, and man out in front.
Terrific mark there by. Pretty sure that's Zane Barson again, who's taken another good strong mark at full forward. So he'll go back and have a chance to kick his second goal of this contest.
Jackson Davies probably one of the best fullbacks in the league, so that is going to be a great contest all day. But Zane Barson, 2 from 2.
Yep. This is probably not too far away from where he kicked his first goal, probably a little bit closer in, but absolutely directly in front here. And this would be a good response from Heidelberg after they've probably had the lesser of the last 5 minutes, and Barson comes in and makes no mistake. So he's got 2 goals from full forward. Heidelberg and Greensborough locked up on the NFNL's match of the day. Actually, beg your pardon, no, Greensborough, no.
No,
I think the scoreboard's out. Yeah, they've thought the scoreboard was playing tricks on me for a minute. It's 2 goals each on the NFNL's match of the day here at Heidelberg.
Diamond Creek just trailing as we quickly go around the ground throughout the course of the day in the short breaks, but North Heidelberg 14 points to Diamond Creek 2. That gives us the Division 1 roundup so far.
Very impressive start to the season, Diamond Creek. Very, very impressive. I think there was a few who might have thought they wouldn't make the jump up to Division 1, but
it's cost me 5 slabs so far to go grovelling to a sponsor.
I did say that on the socials that you're a bit lighter in the beer department as a result of that.
No more bets.
No. Oh, it's such an even competition, isn't it, Division 1? I mean, Heidelberg are clearly the front runners at the moment, but outside of that, really is a case of anyone can beat anyone on any given day, really. As
a little bit off the ball here.
Ben Ham and Signorello just say hello to each other in the guts, just having a bit of a wrestle. McFawn got the tap from the restart.
Legged him.
That could have been a trip, and it was off the ball. Umpire picked that one out. That was a pretty clear one, and Bunker's going to get the free kick here for Heidelberg.
Bunker's had a fair bit of it early as well, Jeremy.
Actually, I beg your pardon, it's coming back to Signorello, I think it is, who goes short and finds Tardio inside the centre square. His short kick again, barely went the 15 metres. That's Clark who's taken the mark on centre wing. He comes further out and finds Dodaj, And he goes short as well. Oh, the Heidelberg player spent what he should have
pick up,
spent.
Jack
What he should have had. Johnston was there for Greensborough to sweep on it, and the ball eventually rolls out of play.
This is the contest they're going to need to do there. That intercept there, Jack Johnson just kept his ground. Really important, and they found the comfort of the boundary line. This will suit Greensborough on the throw in here.
Darcy Edmonds it was who spilled that. He's the 23rd man for Heidelberg today, as Clark gets a clearing kick from the boundary throw-in on centre wing. Ball at centre half forward for
good tackle.
Heidelberg. I think it was Jack Andrew who got the hands out. Heidelberg going to clean this up. Possar's got it at left half forward for the Tigers. Goes in short.
Keenan Possar.
And I reckon he's found Jordan Smith. This might be over on the far side.
Yeah, he's going to have to kick from 52.
Well, he's given the hands off here. And the long-range shot goes to the goal line, and it's just away to the left.
It's a great kick by Keenan Possar there. Little short stab rather than go deep where everyone expected. He had Kearns on his own, and as you said, he gave the handball off very quickly. They had a shot at goal, not to be.
Davies brings it in from the kick-in, finds Andronako short. His kick out to the far side.
Tom Brindley.
Brindley? It's a long way away from
it is, isn't it?
Our broadcast spot. It's a long way away from the action on our side of the ground. His kick wasn't a great one, though. Signorello's going to tidy this up for Heidelberg, and they're going to bring this back into the middle and find McInerney at just about on halfway. Tardio in the middle of the ground. Sweeps this out wide. And it was Dodaj who took the mark uncontested in the end. Long kick inside 50, and this is becoming a problem now for Greensborough. Zane Barzen has got it again, and this matchup probably needs to be addressed by the Greensborough Brains Trust, I think. This is his third mark inside 50 and his third shot on goal, going at his third in the quarter. And
he's a sensational goal kicker. Again, when Greensborough bring the ball out, Jeremy, they're kicking to a contested possession. That is what Heidelberg want you to do. Greensborough are going to have to learn to run a loose man and get that uncontested mark to retain possession. The way to be efficient here is uncontested.
Yeah, they're just breaking down at half forward a little bit at the moment. Greensborough and Heidelberg, they're taking full toll as Barzen kicks his third of the quarter, and they are settling into this contest nicely, the Tigers.
We'll very quickly go around the grounds as the ball comes back. Fitzroy Stars up 22 against Whittlesea 14. That's a great start for the Stars. South Morang have not scored. Northcote Park 26 points.
Wow.
I'm a big fan of Northcote at the moment. I love what they're doing. And Lower Plenty up against St Mary's 30-13.
Northcote Park aiming for 4 straight wins on the bounce to start the season. They're on top of the Division 2 ladder already, but this would be a significant win if they can get over the top of South Morang, who've come down from Division 1 in 2025. They're Division 2 newcomers for this year.
I think you've called this right here, Jeremy. They need to stop this disposal into Barzen.
So the rucks have changed over. We've got the 2 secondary rucks in there as Greensborough take it away from half back. That was Eastwood with the clearing kick up to half forward, but O'Dwyer cuts it off for Heidelberg, gives it to his teammate in Possar. And his kick didn't go the distance. Compt intercepted it, but umpire calls him to play on. And it's going to be Rosenbrook with his first touch of the game as Greensborough go inside 50. A good spoil over there from Heidelberg defender.
A good kick there by Comp. He found the safety of the boundary. Had nothing to come in. It's absolutely empty for our listeners. Nobody is in that forward 50 from Greensborough at all. He had no option but to head towards the boundary.
Yeah, it's a pretty congested forward line down there for Greensborough at the moment in front of the cricket nets where the ball is spun back into play by the boundary umpire.
Oh, look at Brody Glenn. He's special. He's gone on the boundary line. Goal umpire doesn't move. Straight through the big sticks.
That was a set play there from Garrard out of the ruck. Knew that Brody Glenn was going to be on the fly. Boundary line side. He ran onto it and absolutely made no mistake with the check side from the right boot in the right forward pocket. For Greensborough, that's a great response after a couple of goals the other way.
Don't call favouritism here, but Compt is on 7 possessions in the first quarter. And look, out on the wing, his possessions out there have been very good. Now, he's found the safety of the boundary line, as I called a minute before that. That, you're right, set play, tap down, Brody Glenn comes running past, creates a goal. That's what they're going to need to do, is own that boundary line, because definitely Heidelberg would like to come through the middle.
Yeah, that was... Heidelberg would be disappointed to give that one up, to be honest. Those forward line stoppages, as we see in the AFL as well, are like absolute gold. So, ball's back in the middle. Keys copped a high one, and the debutant umpire textboard picked that one out correctly. So, Keys is going to get the kick here for Heidelberg, and he'll come away with the clearance. So, he's going to drive this one inside 50 to the top of the goal square where the leapers are up. But a good mark there from Davies, floating across the front of the pack and taking the intercept mark. And he'll fan it out wide to the other side of the ground here as Greensborough look to clear. Ben Ham was herring after that kick at half forward. It wasn't a good one. It missed him, but I think he's going to end up with his footy here. Oh, he's in a bit of trouble now, though. Tardio's got him. And, I think the umpire, did he say ball up? I think he might have. Ball must have been over the line before any holding the ball or prior opportunity was available. So we'll have a boundary throw in at left half forward for Heidelberg.
1 point the difference here. Heidelberg up by 1 point. Ball thrown in. Great tap down there. Picked up by both players, gone for it. And all of a sudden, there's a lot of pressure all over the ball, but it comes back out to Wilson, who tries to snap inside the 50. Looks like McCubbin's going to chase him down, but that's just not going to happen because for Heidelberg, they've
was
gone
onto
bang.
it there.
Dimatina tied up there by Thomas Brindley. Jackson Davies gets a quick handball out, and it's Eastwood, I think. Oh, no, Jack Johnson, comes out wide, and he's going to find the luxury of his own player right here on the wing. Which is Garrard.
So Garrard on centre wing just in front of the Heidelberg bench here. He's going to drive this one to left half forward. We haven't seen much footy down this side of the ground. Ball was spoiled away from the Greensborough forward there and it trickles out of play. So we'll have a boundary throw in not too far from the junction of the 50 and the boundary line here at left half forward for Greensborough.
Nice to not have to pull the binoculars out for the first time as the ball hits our side. Tap out.
Nice to have a bit of play here.
One there by Tom Keys. Tom Keys gives it out the back. I think it's Anton who gives it off to the centre for Heidelberg. They're going to do their centre run here. Bang, he goes, man on his own. Can't give that much room to, I think it was Braden Sear. He goes forward, a lot of pressure on straight away. That's Jack Johnson's gone back a long way. Oh, no, it's Brandon Comp, gone back a long way to clear the ball out. Left foot right down the line. Beautiful kick on centre wing on the far side.
Fitzgerald's got it for Greensborough. His short kick over the top. Well, should have been marked by Rosenbrook out there. He's got time to clean this up, though. Oh, that was, I think Hasler had a bit of a moment he'd like back, but he's won the hard ball there and a high tackle free kick is coming his way. So Greensborough get a chance to load up here and get another look at the inside 50. That's a bit of an up and under kick, probably not Hasler's best effort. It might work out okay, though. Ball in dispute here. Brody Glenn's herring after it. I think O'Dwyer, it is back there, who tied it up for Heidelberg. His handball wasn't a good one. Rosenbrock's got it for Greensborough. And the umpire's pinged out a throw.
Heidelberg's way.
That was a little nervy passage of play there from the Tigers. That was uncharacteristic on what we've seen so far.
It's coming back.
It's coming back to
Wilson.
Wilson, I think it is, back there in the back pocket. His kick is very short, finds Tardio. He's going to go short as well. And find McKenna, I reckon that is at centre half.
Not on the list, is he?
I think he's number 13 on the list, but he's had a jumper change since last week. He's wearing
Bang!
2.
And he's cleaned up. From Hasler.
And he's gone. That was a huge tackle from Hasler.
Didn't see him coming, did he?
Complete lack of communication there from Heidelberg as McCubbin's going to end up with the footy here.
It's a
downfield free kick. That was silly from Keys.
Oh, there's going to be another one there. I think he's given him one for his troubles. He's going to have a look at him here. Don't be surprised if he turns him around. He's told him to calm down a little bit. Very experienced umpire there.
Rosenbrock getting a stern lecture from the umpire, but Greensborough are going to end up with this driver inside 50 to the top of the goal square.
Oh, good hands out the back.
Here. I think it's Johnson who kicks his second
again.
in the orange boots.
That
Greensborough up and about here.
That's the first time they take the lead, I think, since the first minute mark or whatever. Oh, Braden Sear got the first goal was Heidelberg, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Take that back. So in front, Greensborough, they've applied the pressure we talk about.
They're up for this contest. So much talk about what the day means to Heidelberg, but Greensborough, so far, they're playing party poopers. They're leading 4 straight, 24 to Heidelberg, 3-1-19 on the NFNL's Match of the Day, brought to you by La Trobe University. Make your impact. So we're back to the centre here. McFawn and Keys will do battle again. Both starting rucks are back into the middle after having a break halfway through this quarter.
24 minutes into the first.
And, Keys didn't even go up for that one. McFawn won the hit out to Andronako. He gave it to Hasler. His kick out wide to right half forward. He's in dispute now. Posse mops up for Heidelberg, gives the handball back, and they're going to work this out. I reckon this is Bunker on the far side wing who takes the mark and can reload and just perhaps have a breather for Heidelberg because they haven't had much chance to actually settle down and play the way they want to play. As Dylan Clark takes the mark here and looks to switch it, and he was looking for Keys. The kick was a bit hot for him, goes over his head. McFawn's trying to
good body.
Clean it up for Greensborough. And ball in dispute. The Tigers are going to come away with it here, though, as Darcy Edmonds it is. Oh, the kick was a shocker inside 50. Looking for Sire. It was an absolute grubber. His handball off to Wilson. Sold the dummy once. Gave the handball back to Edmonds, who's not on his preferred side. Gave the handball away to McKenna. His right foot snap is good. And it wasn't pretty, but that's the response that Heidelberg needed. They take the lead back. They lead 4-1, 25 to Greensborough, 4 straight, 24.
Even their bad kicks hit a target. Heidelberg, I mean, the ball spilt out here closest to us in the commentary box on the wing, and it was just a matter of they had more men going forward. They got the hands. It's a preset play by Heidelberg to move the ball forward. They've done that, and they just created some space, and they'll punish you like that very quickly. McKenna, excellent running, because I think he's lining up on the half-back flank, and he'd run all the way down to kick that goal as well.
Yeah, that's a very good goal there from McKenna. And you can see the way that Heidelberg were wanting to play. They had numbers at the contest on centre wing, and then as soon as they saw they were going to win it, they had 3 or 4 players out the front and ready to support. So ball back in the middle here. McFawn just absolutely dominating the hit-outs at the moment. His tap forward found Rosenbrock, but it's going to end up with Heidelberg here. McKenna, who just kicked that previous goal, gives the handball off to Edmonds, who's streaming through the middle here. This is a good look for Heidelberg, but the kick was a poor one. It's cut off by Zach Eastwood for Greensborough. So he's
got to use it.
He's going to use the short kick here. Finds, who was that?
McCubbin.
Ben Panham, I think that was, who went up the line and found Davies just in front of his team's interchange bench.
Retention we're talking about. Yep. They've forced a kick to the content. Going to go to Brindley out the back. Nilly gets the mark. Doesn't quite get it. McFawn gets it straight though. He goes and finds some space towards the boundary. He's going to pick up Ben Ham here. Ben Ham's opportunity to go inside forward 50 and hit the target. And he gets an uncontested mark. 45-degree angle. About 25 metres out from goal. Oh, that was a nice clean piece of play there. We talked about Jeremy holding onto the ball. Possession is key against them, and that's exactly what they just did.
Yep, some good play there from Greensborough, just looking to work their way down the line through the contest, and this ball's ended up with Garrard in the left forward pocket for Greensborough. This is a pretty tough kick, though. Probably 35 metres to travel the journey as the quarter-time siren sounds, so this would be a huge kick if you could nail this one. Garrard's kick's a bit of a floater, and that's not going to score at all. It goes across the face, and Heidelberg spoil that away. So, entertaining start at Heidelberg here. Daz, we've got a game on our hands on the NFNL's match of the round. It is Heidelberg in front, 4-1, 25 to Greensborough, 4 straight, 24. Your thoughts on that first?